They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Down here for the offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tigers.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Colin.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Defense in press coverage. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Might be looking to run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen,
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's...
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball. All by himself down the middle. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Quarterback moving. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminole.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One final play before the end of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play.
Florida State, 21, Clemson, 13.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the upright. It's 28-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Noles will put toe together and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick completion on the out route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense with the scoop and score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll step out of bounds, and that'll be it for the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll try to do it himself. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. And they got him for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He's right on target. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Pools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Clemson, 21. Florida State, 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Finds his target down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nole! Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
All right, defense. It ain't working. We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. Delivers the contact. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Looking to throw on second down. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited.
All kinds of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Noles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They get to the line quickly. The corners are walked up tight. The aerial assault continues. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. Touchdown Seminoles! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, but I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. He'll pull it down. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They're down to the 32-yard line on first and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Takes the easy completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. Feeling some heat. He's got an open man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes...
That's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you dive and make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll start this drive firing. He gets it in. Touchdown, Clemson. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
For a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds a man on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Getting some heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Here comes the offense on second down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Just plowing down the field. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. And Bobby Bowden built this program. High-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoved back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They'll go to the air. Coming after him. Hit as he throws. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Looking for a block. It's McCoy. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed. Fires toward the end zone. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Brought down near the 4-yard line. It's now second.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 3.
A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Pulls and fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
And it's so fun. A rivalry game, you have so much emotion, so much passion. Well, guess what? You can let that out on defense. And defense, you can fly around, make plays, and he's been doing it all game long.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it at the 15. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looking to move it through the air. Touchdown, Noles! And here they come, almost all the way back. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
PAT unit on the field. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 35, Florida State 28.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
On the move is the 30. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got a wide open receiver. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Tackle is made after the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving. Get a few first downs and get a W.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Still looking on the move. He'll take another shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He rifles one deep down the middle. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Finds his man. It's Davis. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And the point after is good. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. 1-possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level there.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback checking off. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Clemson will send the punt team out. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Noles want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Last chance, and he's got it! He's got it for the touchdown! And they can send it to overtime with the kick. Or do they dare try to win it here?
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll try to win it right here with the 2-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.